DCW, DCW.
And welcome back, everybody, to DCW Blast. We are underway. It is the final week before All or Nothing. So get ready, get prepared, and hopefully you're all having a good day. And this can be a few hours of silliness, as you would expect. But here we go. We're about to get going. And tonight we have some big things happening, including we are going to find out who are the tag team partners with Kurt and Dave in the final match, the main event of All or Nothing. And here he is. Here's Kurt. I believe he will address that this evening. Hey, Webby, I guess you've been wondering who do we have on our team? Well, I guess it's time to introduce them to you before we face each other later tonight. So let's get to it, shall we? Here they are, our partners for All or Nothing. And that sounds like, and I think it is, it's the Brawler and Goose who will be teaming with Kurt and Dave at All or Nothing at the winner-take-all elimination match. That will make things very, very interesting. Of course, these two men have beef with the Unprofessionals going back quite a ways, so you have to think that they will be looking forward to taking a bit out on them. Of course, both men have been DCW champion. Both men have held the Triple Crown title, so they know how to win them. And they will be good partners for DUA in this big event coming up. Of course, last week we already had the shock of the WWE entering into Attitude and sending people in to face members of DCW in the Royal Rumble match. But this, in its own way, is a shock, as these four men representing DCW will be looking to take away the Unprofessionals titles at All or Nothing. So with Brawler, Goose, Dave, and myself together fighting for DCW against SU, we are going to beat your ass, and that's a fact, Jack. And with that, we have our main event set, and I will say, this evening, all 8 men will be in a match, in a 4-person tag match later tonight. So get ready for it, as these gentlemen will face off against each other. But tonight, starting out, we have Fraser and Donnie teaming up to take on the British Union in tag team competition this evening. So we have a very busy evening ahead of us, lots to look at and follow, and we finally have the tag team that is joining up with DUA to take on the Unprofessionals. So I hope you're ready for a busy evening with lots and lots to come. I do know that for Attitude, we will have matches with the WWE women facing off against some of our DCW representatives. And here we go. First match of the night about to get underway. And here comes Donnie.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 245 pounds, Dawn.
All right. Donnie and Fraser fought last week. Donnie was able to win that match, and now they're tag teaming to take on the British Union in a odd combination between these two fellows. Of course, Donnie was a one-time partner with Austin in the Kentucky Derby, or the Derby, more correctly, and they well, actually, Kentucky Derby was the actual name. I don't know what I'm on about. It was Webby that was lobbying to change him to the Derby. All right. And here we go. As it's Fraser out, and then we get the British Union. So here he comes.
And his partner, from England, weighing in at 227 pounds, Gentleman Johnson.
So Fraser on his way out. They'll be looking to gain a win, a victory for their team tonight. For Fraser, this will be very unusual. Let's just put it that way. So we do know that in video gaming news, while we have a second, John, of course, Webby tried to change her names. He thinks the SU can control everything. I mean, one is left to wonder sometimes. Here comes the British Union.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 459 pounds, Logan and the real deal, the United Kingdom.
So, to go back to my point, we have it on good authority that next week, AEW will be announcing something on video game related affairs. We're all hoping that they're coming out with a video game next year. The concern, in my opinion, is it might end up looking either like Fire Pro, where it's not 3D, or conversely, it could be more of a mobile-oriented game to start with, which I wouldn't be a fan of that option, if I'm honest. So hopefully they come out with one that looks very much like a 3D game with more intelligent actual player models and things. And if it is good, we might pick it up, and we might pick up DCW next year. We'll see. However, we'll find out next week what exactly all that means. We'll talk about it maybe at All or Nothing, if it's done by then, which I think it is. All right, because I think the announcement's next Tuesday. All right, here we go. Headlock time as Donnie takes down Logan right off the bat. Pressure reversed and then comes back in again as both parties trying to gain the advantage, and Donnie comes in with a little punch at the end just to make sure, but Logan reverses it and with a neck breaker takes him down. Stomping on Donnie's arm, looking to take advantage of Donnie as much as possible. Picks him back up. Donnie flips him over and down goes Logan. For those of you that watch Logan's streams, he is doing a lot of Apex these days. Donnie, of course, featured in a number of our podcasts and was involved one day with me playing PUBG, but I don't think that was on stream. I think that was just a random event. He apparently does not like the game, so whined about it. Let's just put it that way.
Minor.
All right, Logan picks him up. Chop there. They're outside the ring fighting. This could get ugly. Logan bashed into the corner of the ring apron there, the edge of the ring apron, and then thrown back in by Donnie, who gets back in. So far, Fraser has not been in this match. Neither has Talon. Donnie tries to go for a punch, misses, but does connect there. Thrown into the corner. Talon waiting for a tag in, and he gets it. Donnie in trouble. Punch there by Talon, held by Logan. Kick misses, though, and now Donnie picks up Talon and puts him over his knee. Now drags him towards the middle of the ring. Tags in Fraser. Here comes Fraser. Fraser with a big forearm shot. That connects. Talon blocks. And now kick to the midsection. Throws Fraser into his corner. Follows it up, but misses on that connection. And Fraser has him kind of back where he wants him. Dragging him over to his own corner. Spins him down. But misses on a chop, so now Talon has control. Talon tosses him into his own corner. Comes in with a swift strike that hits and connects and knocks Fraser to his face. Talon now looking to jump on Fraser now that he's got him down. Working the arm vigorously. Fraser in trouble. Looks like he might need a tag. He's in deep with Talon, who's now working on him. The one-time tag team champions going to work on this makeshift team. Talon thrown into the corner. Fraser comes in with a high, swift strike that sends him down. Talon comes back in, though. Throws Fraser into the opposite corner. Clothesline to the back of the neck sends Fraser back to the mat again. Fraser trying to get up, but Talon immediately squashes that. Pressure on his neck. Fraser in trouble. Talon picks him back up, but Fraser again trying to fight back, gets kicked to the midsection. Talon now suplex. Kick connects. A kick to the midsection. Now he's looking to lift him up. There he is. Drops him. Head and neck and shoulder. Pin 1, 2. Fraser kicks out at 2. But he's still in trouble. He needs a tag, and so far, Talon has done a good job of cutting him off. Oh, but misses on that kick. An opportunity for Fraser to get out of there, but he goes for a high cross body that connects. This is the point where you want to tag out. Quite often, we've noticed the wrestlers fail to do that to their detriment quite often. He is, however, making a little bit of hard work on Talon. Elbow to the chest. Picks him back up again. This does not look like Crusader Kings. Oh, I did not change that. You are correct. Oh, a close count there by Fraser. Comes in with an elbow which connects. Fraser, oh, splattered to the mat by Talon. Now thrown into the opposite corner. Talon coming in, connects with a high forearm. Controlling this match as they have been. Will Talon go for the tag, or is he not going to do that? He's just waiting for Fraser to move. Fraser is down and out. Talon not going for the pin, not going for a tag. Very foolish, I would argue, but who knows? Oh, there he goes. As soon as... That was odd. Fraser starts to move. They make the tag. Whoa! An amazing DDT just out of nowhere there. Leaping by Logan. Connecting. Logan firing himself up now. Looking to do more damage. Drags Fraser into the middle of the ring. Logan getting ready. And he's got him where he wants him. Is he going to finish him off? He stands him up instead. And then he catches him. Is this it? Kick to the midsection. And then takes him down with a cutter. Fraser trying to find his teammate, but he's in no position and no situation where he can do that. Leg stretched. Fraser standing back up. Zigzag connects. This is probably all she wrote. Unless Donnie comes in, which he is trying to do. One. He does break it up at the last... Well, not at the last second, but close enough. Donnie gets out while Talon takes the hit. But Fraser's still in big trouble. Logan putting the boots to him. I don't see a way back for Fraser other than a tag. Donnie setting him up. Another leg stretch applied. Logan now comes down hard. Now all of a sudden, Donnie and Talon are fighting outside the ring. Jawbreaker connects there. Fraser comes back. Arm drag actually gets himself out of a bit of trouble, but he doesn't have a partner to tag. No thanks to Donnie trying to interfere with Talon. But now he's back. Oh, Talon interfering with Fraser. Fraser can't actually do anything. He's got him pinned against the ropes, and the Logan's taking advantage of that. Referee not breaking it up, much to my surprise. Or lack of surprise in DCW. The referee's not great. Stomp to the back there. Squeezing on the neck. He's got him. Putting all sorts of pressure on his head. Looks like Fraser might be bleeding. He is. And another connection by Logan. Blood everywhere. Pinning. 1, 2, 3. Fraser goes down and out. And Talon was able to cut off Donnie. I keep telling you, these refs are crooked, says Dave. Yes. Yes, yes. They are not great at their jobs. I'm just going to put it that way. So there we go. First match of the night. The more experienced tag team getting the victory. As Donnie and Fraser got cut off and destroyed by the British Union.
Here are your winners, Logan and the Real Deal, the United Kingdom.
So the boys are ready to go to All or Nothing, having another win under their belts. And Donnie and Fraser have to start over again in their odd couple tag team. All right, next up, it is Tripp versus Anthony. These two have been locked in conflict the last little bit, so this will be another attempt by either to gain a victory. Tripp, of course, won the last time out, and I think would love nothing more than to continue his streak that he's been on lately. But we're going to find out if Anthony can turn the tide on this one. And out is Anthony.
Making his way to the ring from California, weighing in at 220 pounds, Anthony.
So Anthony coming to the ring, looking for a big victory tonight. And here comes Tripp.
And his opponent from the pits of hell, weighing in at 276 pounds, the Devil.
Can Tripp get the victory here? This is the question. Certainly, Anthony wants a win to go into all or nothing with the match. Both men want very badly to be the winners tonight on the last blast of 2020. And here we go. Of course, Anthony is in a situation where he is a much smaller competitor, so that gives Tripp the advantage and the ability to toss him around. It's just a question of, can Anthony use his speed to ground Tripp from actually being able to use his size advantage, or will Tripp dominate the match much like he's doing right now and not allow Anthony to get his speed in motion? Anthony doing a poor job now of just launching in strikes, keeps missing. Tripp picking him up, flips him over, and off he goes. Tripp stands Anthony up. Big knee to the forehead will not make your day brighter. Strike to the face connecting. And another. Now Anthony turns it around. Tripp taken down. Kick to the face connects. Then a kick drops him, so Tripp falls down some more. Trouble incoming at this stage now. Anthony able to get a hold of him. Puts pressure on Tripp now. Kick to the back. Tripp down and out and in big trouble. Knee to the face comes in. He does throw Anthony into the corner, though. Comes in with a big splash, which connects. Throws Anthony to the ground. Goes for the pin. One. Not enough. Not anywhere near enough. So now Tripp trying to recover a little bit of his wind here, but it's going to give Anthony an opportunity, and he takes it. And a quick suplex catches Tripp off guard. I think Tripp thought he had the advantage and had this thing under control, but Anthony now taking advantage, grounding Tripp. Comes in, jumps on him, putting all he can onto the big man. Trying to use his speed to his advantage, as you would think. Throws Tripp into the ropes, but then Tripp just grabs Anthony and throws him aside. Sets him up again, positions him up, and down he goes to the mat. The car crash connecting. Rolls him over, pinning attempt. 1. Not enough. Anthony's still got the ability to fight back. Tries to get to his feet. Tripp hits him hard. Anthony throws him into the corner now. Comes in with a big strike, which knocks Tripp to his face. And now, using that quick move power, takes him down, and it is 619 time. And that connects. Now, can Anthony follow it up with a big frog splash? He does. Now, can he get the pin? He doesn't go for it. He picks Tripp back up again. This might be a mistake. Kick to the midsection. Taking him down and around with that Canadian Destroyer-like move. Heads back up to the top rope. Using his speed, his skill, his agility. But that time it doesn't work out. Tripp gets his knees up. Anthony in trouble. Anthony being dragged towards the corner and smashed into the turnbuckle twice, 3 times, 4 times. We're going to count 10 and be right. And Anthony now wobbles down as Tripp gets back in control. Anthony trying to crawl to the ropes but can't. And he's just being tossed around like a child. Tripp dragging him towards the center of the ring, pins him down, goes for the pin here. 1, 2. Anthony in big trouble. He needs to regain his balance in this match, or this thing's going to end real fast right now. Tripp's got him up. He's got the bear hug down. He's got him in the trouble, wrenching and twisting and making that back stretch out even more. But it isn't enough to get the submission. Anthony now wobbly, stands up, and power slammed by Tripp. Driven into the mat, the pin. 1, 2. And again, Anthony able to kick out, much to the surprise of, I think, everybody here. Tripp now with an opportunity to finish this match, waiting on Anthony. Anthony struggling back to his feet, runs into it immediately, but able to reverse and gets a strike in, but doesn't do much more. But then Hurricane Rana sends Tripp into the ropes, and here we go. It's another 619. Anthony going up high again. Will he connect this time? Frog splash connects. Is he going to go for the pin? He does. Is this it? 1, 2. No, only 1 though. Tripp trying to get to his feet, gets turned around by Anthony. But Anthony doesn't do what he needed to, and now he gets slammed from a high height. Looked like he was like 7 feet in the air and just gets tossed to the ground. And then a big punch comes in and connects. Tripp, devastating strikes, but Anthony fighting out. And again, a Hurricane Rana connects. Down goes Tripp again. Anthony now goes back up to the top rope. Tripp trying to get out of the way, but he's groggy as all get out. Anthony waiting for this. Comes in and connects. Pin. 1, 2. And Tripp kicks out at 2. Anthony hyped up. He's ready to finish this off. But can he do it? Groggy, and a DDT is not going to do Tripp any favors. And once again, Anthony's going for the high rent district, the place where they keep the peanut butter on the top shelf. He is going for it one more time. Here we go. Connecting again, this time just comes down hard. And Tripp picked up one more time. He's completely dazed, tossed into the turnbuckle. Anthony just walking deliberately to him. Tripp now completely out of it. Is Anthony going to be able to do it now? Turns him around again. Not quite sure what he's trying to accomplish, but he's got him set up. Kick to the knee. Strike to the face. And then twists the arm and just chops him. And then comes down and boots him right in the face. And Tripp is down again. I don't think we've seen any actual fight back from Tripp in quite a while. And Anthony's going to try one more time. It's another 619 coming in. This will be the third. Connects, and we have blood. That one caused Tripp to bleed. And now another frog splash lands hard. This would be the opportune time. You've got him where you want him. You need to pin him. Spinning splash, connecting one more time. And then the knees to the sternum, or the feet to the sternum. And again, he's just working as hard as he can on Tripp, trying to take everything out of him. Wearing him out, wearing him down, but that was a mistake. It's given Tripp some sort of ability to get back to his feet. Somehow he got his wits about him almost because of the attack rather than knocking him down the way he was. I think Anthony made a major error in judgment. Spine buster connects. He should have gone for the pin instead of pissing around, but he didn't, and now he's about to pay. Tripp working his way on Anthony. Stretch coming in. It's got him by the head, almost to the eyes. But Anthony fighting back, trying his hardest. Punch to the back to Tripp. Here's probably his last really good opportunity, but he's got to make this count. There we go. Pin. 1, 2, 3, and Anthony pulls it out at the last possible second as he was on the brink of being put down for good. But Tripp, who had taken a real beating, who found some sort of second win that gave him a chance in this match, lost because he couldn't stop Anthony from countering him. And the damage that had been done was enough that a small reversal put an end to Tripp's winning streak.
Here is your winner, Anthony.
And so Anthony goes into All or Nothing with a victory. And I've been told he will face Donnie in that match next Wednesday. While Tripp, Astonis, and a mystery partner will be taking on the British Union and Fraser, interestingly enough, in a 3-on-3 tag team match. Next up, it is Avalos versus Chris, a match between the former champion and Chris Quigley, who has been doing a lot better as of late, especially since partnering up with Austin. They will go into All or Nothing in a tag match against the Pack, a match which has been building up the last few months. And here comes Avalos. I feel like this is the wrong music for him, though. Yeah, it is. That's funny. Whoops.
Making his way to
Never
the
mind.
ring, from the United States of America, weighing
I think I gave him
in
Astonis's music by
260
accident.
pounds,
You know.
Shay.
Bit of problems in the back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, right. Okay. So it is not a tag team match. I should correct myself.
His opponent
It is
from
a...
Greensboro, North
Oh,
Carolina,
let them talk.
weighing in at 242 pounds.
He's making the most of it, but he isn't happy about this. Yes, you're correct, Dave. All right, here comes Chris. Just FYI, that match I mentioned earlier is not a 3v3 match. It is a 5-man match that will feature both tag teams, and there is no extra man. I got that wrong. So it is Fraser versus Logan versus Astonis versus Tripp versus Talon. All right, here we go. Chris will be looking for a win to go into the pay-per-view as good as he can. Drops Avalos right off the bat. I think that's got to surprise everybody, especially Avalos. Astonis will be... Astonis. I'm really messing this up. Avalos will be facing Professor Fox at All or Nothing in a singles competition. Those two have been fighting it out occasionally, the former tag team partners, former tag team champions. And as of late, they have come in conflict. Avalos getting dealt pretty good damage by Chris, who suddenly is looking very solid in this match. Goes for a quick pin, probably not going anywhere. One, not even one, really. Chris stands back up. Avalos ready, or trying to be ready for it, but he instead gets thrown into the ropes. A lot of acrobatic maneuvers, and eventually catches him with an elbow. Kick to the midsection. Drops another elbow on him. Chris now getting a hold of Avalos. Suplex sends Avalos down. So Avalos hasn't had loads of offense in this match, but now finally reverses that one with a quick kidney shot. Takes Chris down again. Chris is struggling to get back up to his feet, but instead he gets dragged to his feet. Avalos goes for a punch, but that didn't seem to go anywhere. And Chris tosses him out to the floor. Leaping down, connects on the top of Avalos' head. Chris getting back to his feet. Stomps on Avalos there. Big European uppercut connecting. Looking to take him back into the ring. Sets him up on the apron, though. Strike comes into the chest and then a boot to the face. And now Chris gets in. Drops a knee to the chest. Avalos in trouble. Stood up by Chris. Chris working his way, and then a big European uppercut power move has put Avalos down, possibly for the count. 1, 2. Avalos kicking out. It has not been his match. He has taken the brunt of the offense, as Chris has had control for a lot of this event. This match, I should say. Picked up, though, and there we go. A jawbreaker gets Avalos back into the match. Trying to recover from it. Boot put on Chris. Picks Chris up. Avalos comes in. Big clothesline connecting. Atomic drop connects, and now drops in on the rest of it. Boot to the face, and Chris now suddenly in trouble. Avalos working his way on Chris. There we go. Twist of fate connecting. He's going for it looks like a swanton bomb coming off the top rope. Here it is. But, oh, European uppercut connects, and there goes Avalos down. 1, 2, 3, and Chris surprises Avalos and knocks him out of the match, quite literally, as he tried to take advantage by going high risk, and the reward was not there, and Avalos gets pinned by Chris, who will take something from that leading into All or Nothing. Even if it's not against his opponent of choice, it is still a big victory. Avalos tries to connect there, but bam! Chris launches that shot, and it just wipes Avalos out, and that was all she wrote. Quite a victory for the D&D original. So now we move on, and it is Jax Forest Walker versus Astonis, one-on-one. We are steadily approaching main event time. SU versus the DCW representatives in Dave, Kurt, Brawler, and Goose, as they take each other on in a four-way tag team match. The match at All or Nothing will be a four-way tag match, but it will be an elimination, and it will be anything goes. But here comes Jax.
Making his way to the ring from the other side of darkness, weighing in at 511 pounds, Jax Walker.
And Jax will be looking to take his best shot in tag team competition with his partner Corbin as they take on the D&D Originals. A match which has been brewing off and on for quite some time.
And his opponent, from another time, weighing in at 246 pounds, Magical One.
So Astonis is in the five-way match at All or Nothing, so he would love to get a win here, kind of set the table for the event next week. But to do that, he's got his work cut out for him. But he's in the ring, ready to go, and Jax is ready as well. So we are ready for this match, and these two competitors are going to be giving it their all. Astonis, the one-time Triple Crown champion. Jax has been a tag team champion. So both men know what it's like to win, know how to do it. Can they beat each other tonight? Jax walks in, takes a strike and a boot straight away as Anthony looking to chop that tree down, but he does get pushed down immediately. Boot to the back of the head. Anthony trying to get back to his feet. Jax nails him, but Jax does let him get to his feet, and immediately he goes down. And Astonis working on the arm, but picks Jax up. doesn't really do enough to actually pursue anything, and Jax immediately jumps on that and tosses him to the mat. Strike to the back, and then thrown down yet again. Boot to the back now. What can Jax do? Comes in with another strike, but ably blocked by Astonis, who takes him down. Knee to the back. Wrenching on the arm now, trying to make Jax feel enough pain that he can't put up a fight. Down he goes again. Another boot connecting. Astonis working hard on Jax here, but Jax looks like he's going to come back on this and tosses Astonis out of the ring. And then rope physics make this an interesting battle. Oh, Astonis able to connect to the head of Jax, taking him down. Wrestled over, knee to the back of his neck and shoulder blade, sends Jax to the floor again. Picked up one more time. Astonis comes in, Hurricane Rana onto the concrete. We are up to 5, this count continuing. Punches, knee shots, everything you can imagine coming in. Astonis very pleased with himself here. Probably would have hit the Trouble in Paradise, but now Jax, basically they just broke up the count, it looked like. Astonis gets back in the ring. Jax not looking. Strike to the back, connects. He had him probably where he wanted him. If he'd just gone for the Trouble in Paradise, he might have got a count out. Strike does come in, though, and sends Jax back outside the ring. Astonis waiting for Jax to get up. Jax starts to move. He boots him in the back, picks him up. Now, chop attempt misses. Jax tries to fire up, but misses himself. Or blocked, I should say. Kick to the midsection. Oh, and then a big DDT connecting there. Jax in trouble. What I would do if I was Astonis is throw him up the ramp and then run back in. You're probably not going to see Jax get up in time. Astonis now instead throws him back in the ring at 7. Comes back in. He wants to get a pin. We'll see if that was a mistake or not. He's getting himself riled up. He's going to go for it. Is this going to be where we see the Trouble in Paradise? No. Instead, he throws him into the ring, into the turnbuckle. Going up top, he's going to lay in some punches. Jax fighting out of that one. And he hits the spear onto Astonis. Astonis now in trouble all of a sudden. Pinning attempt. 1, 2. Oh, my goodness gracious. After everything he done, it just took one mistake and Jax is back to his feet and in control. And then just boots him in the groin, basically. Oh, but Trouble in Paradise connects out of nowhere and out of nothing. Astonis hit his move. Pin. But no count. Jax immediately kicking out. Not a good sign for Astonis. But he's still trying to take advantage of him. Up and over. Kicks connecting into the midsection of Jax. Jax now struggling to get back into this match again. Astonis putting pressure on the arm areas, trying to work Jax into a situation where he can easily pin him. Kick to the small of the back. Jax back up, but he's about to be down. Here we go. It's a boom drop. Astonis doesn't go for the pin, though. Picks Jax up. Mistake. Jax wipes out Astonis in the process. Kick to the midsection. He's got him where he wants him. DDT. And now it's Astonis' turn to be in trouble. But again, the wrestlers making the mistake of trying to pick up their opponent rather than just going for the pin. And he takes a trouble in paradise right to the head. And all of a sudden, this entire last minute of the match could be completely overthrown. 1, 2, 3, and it is. Astonis picks up the victory, even though he was in deep trouble, as Jax made a cardinal mistake, and Astonis picks up the win, and it looks like the two men giving each other a bit of honorable respect. And Jax lifts up Astonis' arm as the winner. You might say it was a bit of a surprise, but nonetheless. Next up, it is Professor Fox versus Austin. These two men have not met a whole lot, but both have a lot riding on the line. A win tonight for either competitor gives them an opportunity to, I would assume, for both of them, hoping to take on the different competitors they have at All or Nothing. Of course, Fox facing Avalos. Austin, along with his partner Chris, facing the Pack in tag team competition. So they will be ready, willing, and able to pick up the win here.
Making his way to the ring from out of this world, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Professor Fox.
So here comes Fox. Fox has done a good job as of late getting himself back up the line in DCW. A few key wins here and there. A win tonight would certainly go a long way to setting himself up for Avalos this week or next week. And speaking of the leader of the D&D Originals, here he is. Austin, of course, has pulled up some victories as of late. The one-time DCW champion has hit some hard times recently trying to gain victories, but he will want to win tonight, that's for sure. You can bet he is preparing for the Pack with Chris. They will want to end their 2020 wrestling careers with a victory against rivals who have been putting pressure on them for the last couple of months. There he is in all his glory. It has been a tumultuous year for Austin. He started out losing in the tag team tournament last year, or not tag team tournament, my bad. In the tournament for the DCW championship, losing in the semifinals to the Brawler, and then struggled to get back into it, finally achieving success by winning the MacGuffin at Distractorama and then using it to gain the title off of Webby 2 weeks later. And ever after that, held the championship for about a month and a half before losing it 2, 3, and then we don't even get through this match. It's over. The intros for both men were longer than the match. Austin taking out Professor Fox in a shocking, quick, unbelievable fashion. A spear and a pin is basically what it came down to. My goodness.
Here is your winner, the Horseman, Austin.
An auspicious win for the Horsemen right there. And certainly he will feel better about himself with that result. Goodness gracious. That was a thing that happened. Goodness gracious me. All right, we are, however, at our main event. It is the Unprofessionals versus Kurt, Dave, Goose, and the Brawler. The 8 men that will fight each other for all the gold at All or Nothing. That match will be a elimination, anything goes match. It will not be a tornado match. It will simply be an elimination, hardcore, whatever you want to call it, match. And when you are eliminated, you have to go to the back when you're pinned, and your team will continue without you until we are down to no men left on one of the teams. So it will be interesting to see how that goes and exactly what that means for DCW at the end of 2020. And right off the bat, here we go, and it will be, I believe, the Brawler and Goose coming out first. I could be wrong. We'll find out in 1 second. Yes, I was correct. Okay, here they come. Our newly named partners with Kurt and Dave. It is the Brawler and Goose. The Danger Us Alliance and the Loyalists teaming up.
At a combined weight of 508 pounds, the Brawler, Jonathan Williams, and Goose, the Legend.
Goose. As I mentioned earlier today, these two are both singles champions. Of course, the Brawler was tag champion briefly. If you remember your DCW lore, the very first match tournament resulted in the Brawler facing Webby in the final, where the Brawler picked up the victory. The Brawler then lost the championship to Rob, who then lost it to Avalos, who in turn lost it back, this time to Goose, who then lost it to Webby. So the DCW title in the first part of the year was bouncing around. And these men know what they have to do tonight, and they know what they have to do in 1 week's. They have to beat the Unprofessionals. Both men were handily defeated by Webby in singles competition during the last few months, and both will want a measure of revenge against the champion and certainly against his compadres. Of course, there's no love lost between Rob and the Brawler. They had quite the set of battles for the Triple Crown title over a number of months, finalizing in the summer as those two took on each other in a cage match, which ended up with Rob winning. But here comes the Danger Us Alliance right now.
And his partners, at a combined weight of 526 pounds, the Tag Team Kurt and Dave the King Baker, the Dangerous Alliance.
These two men have held those championships for quite some time. They've taken on all comers. They've lost them and regained them on 3 occasions. And because of that, or 4, I guess, 4 times they've been champions. They are the Danger Us Alliance. 2 men who started their DCW careers more or less getting beaten up by other wrestlers. As soon as they partnered together, have become quite literally the Dangerous Alliance. They have been very hard to beat. And even when you do, they come back at you and they're able to take the championship back. But right now, we are about to see the first of the unprofessionals. And here they come.
First, at a combined weight of 796 pounds, Devin, Ross, Malcolm, Boyd, and the Jester, Rob.
3 men out of 4. They are a deadly combination. They are a winning combination, that's for sure. Dave says the best tag team in the world today with 2 of the best singles wrestlers by their side. SU fools don't stand a chance. All right, and last but certainly not least, the longest serving singles champion in DCW. It's Webby.
And their partner from New Hampshire, weighing in at 272 pounds, the world's heavyweight champion, Pat Webster.
Webby won this belt back in April initially and regained it in June and has held it ever since. He is undisputed, undefeated champion. He has held against all sorts of comers, including 3 men on the other side of the ring from him tonight. So you know that he will want to win. I'm sure the unprofessionals would love nothing more than to take the tag team belts off of the Dangerous Alliance at All or Nothing and have all the gold and all the glory to end 2020. And Devin comes in, hits the brawler straight away, and down he went. Suplex connecting. 2 men starting out, and it's been a fight already. Down goes Devin. Hello, Sabrina. Welcome back. Well, you've missed. I don't know where you left, so I can't tell you. But we are at the main event of Blast. This is the 8 men set to face off at All or Nothing in a tag team elimination match for all the titles. We had Kurt announce that the Brawler and Goose as their tag team partners for that match. We've seen Austin pick up a victory in abrupt fashion. And Jax losing to Chris. No. Astonis. I can't remember who he fought. It was Astonis, I believe. And I believe he beat him. And then Chris beating Avalos. And the British Union picking up a win over Donnie and Fraser in our opening bout. All right, so Kurt now in, working on Devin, trying his best to put the boots, quite literally, to Devin. And he's working on that lower back quite a lot. Oh, big knee connecting now. All three members of the Unprofessionals reach their arm out to try and convince Devin to tag in. Devin thrown into the other corner, though. Kurt coming in, says, no, you don't get to tag in, my friend. Here we go. Devin stands up. Kurt lines him up. Here we go. High knee to the face. Connects. He tries to go for the pin right in front of the Unprofessionals. 1 and only 2. Kurt, elbow to the top of Devin's forehead. Going to the top. Roaring crowd greets him. Kurt looking to try and finish this match off. He's had Devin's number tonight so far. Problem is, there's 3 other partners, and that means that they can cause all sorts of stress in this match. They can interfere at will. Kurt thrown into the corner. Devin has the opportunity to tag in someone. He does. He tags in Ross. And they go to work. Atomic drop followed up by a big boot. Sends Kurt to the mat. Ross turns him over, tying up his legs, stretching him out. He's trying to work on him. Kurt needs a tag. Everything's gone the other way, so he needs to get out of there. Maybe tag in one of the two who have not been in the match yet. But he's finally got things under control. Ross in trouble now. Drops him on his head. Strike to the top of the back. But Ross turns that around only to get turned around on his own. Opportunity for Kurt to tag out. He doesn't. He just clocks Ross. Goes for the pin. The Unprofessionals are tying up the referee. We could have counted to 4 here. And the referee never does get a count. Kurt looking to tag his partner, I believe, and is having trouble doing it. He does tag in Goose, though. Goose comes in. Putting the boots to Ross. Kick to the back of the leg, and again, and another. Got Goose on tenterhooks, but Goose comes back and throws him into the corner. Setting Ross up, he goes to the second rope, comes in, plants him. Oh, Ross trying to get towards his corner, but he gets pulled over by Goose. Goose stands up Ross. Goose looking to make an example of the littler wrestler, throws him out of the ring. Ross landing on his back outside the ring. Goose waving at him to come in, but instead goes on the assault. They are outside the ring. And now Ross is going to get planted onto the steps. Down he goes. Boot follows in. Spanish announce team, watch on. Goose thrown back into the ring. And now Ross able to follow up after being in a bit of trouble. But an elbow catches Ross. Now Goose takes him down. Trying to turn him over. I don't know. He did get him locked into the walls, but I don't think it's going to be close to enough. No, Ross is able to power out of that. Strike comes in. Throws Ross into the corner. Goose comes in, big clothesline, and then he bulldogs him out of the corner. Ross tries to, and does, tag in Rob. Meanwhile, Devin had been trying to distract the referee yet again. Rob now coming in with big kicks, which have connected, but a code breaker hits Rob. Goose dragging him back towards his corner. Opportune moment to tag in another partner. Instead, he goes for the pin. 1, 2. Rob able to kick out at 2. Goose tags in the Brawler. Brawler back in. Dave has not got a chance to get into the match yet. Brawler stomping on Rob. These two men have had a lot of competition against one another. Rob has gotten the better of the Brawler a couple times now, both in the past and fairly recently. Boot to the face. Another one. Twisting, turning, wrenching on the neck. And again, throwing him down to the mat one more time. Picks him back up again. Brawler throws him into the turnbuckle in the corner, but a connection with an elbow puts a stop to that. Brawler taken up and over. Strike comes in, knocks the Brawler to the mat, or to the floor. Rob got him where he wanted him. Big standing drop kick connecting. Brawler in big trouble. He's on the wrong side of the mat and in the wrong part of town outside the ring. The referee's counting. Rob beating the snot out of him right now. But Brawler back up to his feet. Stops that one and comes in with a clothesline of his own. Will these two fight into a draw, or will they get it back in the ring? Will their enmity cause them trouble? Boot misses. Brawler gets back into the ring, avoiding the countout. So does Rob. Rob throws the Brawler. Whoa! Low bridge by Ross and Devin. Send the Brawler to the floor. And Brawler did not appreciate that and took Devin straight down. And Rob comes in with a strike that connects. Now takes the Brawler, setting him up, looking to drop him somewhere, but can't get around Devin. And because of that, the Brawler takes advantage and chop blocks him. Misses on that. Now Devin and Rob working on the Brawler. Flipped him. Now kicks raining in. Brawler in deep trouble. The count, though, is continuing. Neither party getting back in the ring. We're at 7. Rob trying to put Brawler out, bashes him into the table. We are getting a picture of just how violent this match is going to be next week. And Rob cannot get the Brawler into the ring, so he goes into the ring himself. The Brawler in trouble, and he gets counted out. The Unprofessionals pick up the victory, but it has to be said it's a tainted one, as they pick up a cheap count-out victory after basically double-teaming the Brawler outside the ring. My goodness. What an ending to that match. And that was the main event, ladies and gentlemen. So the Unprofessionals pick up the win with everything on the line next week. Will they be able to do it again? Or will this hodgepodge team of 4 come away and reunite the 4 belts?
Here are your winners, Devin, Ross, Malcolm, Boyd, the Jester, Rob, and Pat Webster.
Or will the Unprofessionals unite and as a team win the titles at All or Nothing? We are going to find out very, very soon.